I'm Merrill Holloway, and I'm the Executive Director of NC100 here in Rockingham County. Our Digital Navigator program is something that we've been thinking about for a few years now, and we've been working with the Reidsville Area Foundation, the building that we're sitting in right now, and talking to people across the county about how do people get access to the internet in these times of pandemic, how do folks that are trying to get their education straight, how do they get access to devices, and how do folks get access to the programs that are available to subsidize some of those costs for cable and internet.
So NC100 is very active in community and really attuned to community needs. And so digital literacy truly became highlighted, I think, through the pandemic, and seeing that there was a whole community of people who were left out of that connectivity. And so I think NC100 really hit the ground running, saw the need, and thought of ways to bring partners in to meet that need.
And we landed on forming a digital inclusion coalition. So that coalition was a group of 27 individuals across 17 agencies in our community, and NC100 helped to convene that. And so that group came up with a plan that would really look at access, adoption, and sort of the infrastructure pieces, so all three of them within our community. Because we know that even if the infrastructure is there, if people don't have low-cost service or devices, they're not going to adopt internet as an option. And we know that people need to be engaged online to be fully participating members of our society.
One thing that gets left off of the digital inclusion and access sometimes is the very first step of affordability. So if you can't afford a device, you can't be connected. And so NC100 not only wants to bring the device to communities and people who may need help acquiring those things, but also once you get it, what do you do with it? Not only, for education purposes or health purposes, but there's a whole social connection that having access to digital devices provides, such as social media. So in the times of the pandemic, this really helps to keep people from feeling so isolated and to stay connected to community, but also to resources that they may need.
My parents are in their late 70s and could not figure out how to make a COVID vaccine appointment. And if it wasn't for me to help them through that process on their Android phones, they wouldn't have been able to access that. I mean, they were on the phone for hours. I think about what a struggle that was for them, and I had to help them every step of the way. And I think about, what about people who don't even have access, or they don't have someone in their family to do these things for them? This is the way everyone's doing business now. The way we found out about NC100 was through Reidsville Area Foundation. Merrill and Jesse were a vital part of that group and lifted up digital literacy and how important it is. Everyone deserves internet, right? Just like everyone deserves healthcare, everyone deserves internet to be able to do what they need to do. But our job right now is to help educate folks about that need so we can change mindsets and that we can start funneling more resources to that cause. Because it doesn't come just from one organization. It's going to take all of us, together to advocate to really move the needle in that area.